Hold on, guys. Everybody stop what they're doing. We have breaking news. I'm getting a massive earth-shattering notification right now from Shams. 1 second. Okay, there's breaking news. Anonymous sources confirm that Jaylen Brown reportedly thinks he is the smartest person in the room. This is official, guys. This is official news from anonymous sources. These sources say that are definitely not made up, because they're from us, they're from ESPN, says that Jaylen Brown, he was reading a book without pictures and using words that had more than 4 syllables during a shoot-around practice. And this apparently was very troubling for the Boston Celtics organization, as, you know, apparently he was reading something that was like extra reading for a Harvard class or something. And I mean, you can tell, like, this is just absurd for a basketball player to even think that he can read a book. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to talk about Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown is now a Philadelphia 76ers. So as a Philadelphia 76er fan and a Philly native, it is now my responsibility to defend Mr. Brown. ESPN has become an absolute joke with this anonymous insider reporting, and they are officially out of touch with actual sports fans. And I don't say this as a celebration, because I always have loved ESPN. I grew up watching ESPN. But the level of ridiculousness of these reporters and these shows has become, just to be quite frank, disgusting. And we all know the playbook by now. It's getting tiring. If a player doesn't feed the media exactly the cookie cutter cliches that they want, the executives have their little insiders drop anonymous sources claims and then say, this guy is a cancer in the locker room, or heaven forbid that he's intelligent. We even see this with Darren Peterson. It's like there's criticism of his personality. Like, God forbid the guy's an introvert. And Jaylen Brown has been catching this criticism for years. He's too intellectual. He's not marketable. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. He's a disease or a cancer, I think one of them said. And Jaylen Brown, you know, he has a live stream, like, God forbid, he has a voice. He responded to a lot of this, and he made a really good point. And he said, where are these anonymous sources coming from? And I thought about it, and he's totally right. How can you confirm that that's a real source if it's anonymous? And to ESPN, when you're in a room full of hot takers, it really doesn't take much to be the smartest guy in the room, just like Jaylen Brown said. But here's where it gets truly hilarious. Here's where the hypocrisy goes to the maximum. After months of networking and letting these anonymous hit pieces fly, with his breaking news, it seems like Shams says a whole lot of nothing. He sounds important. He makes these updates and he says nothing. And finally, after Stephen A. Smith goes on his rant about white people and the Lakers can't win with 3 white boys, he sits down with Shams, and the level of ass kissing was absolutely disgusting. The same Stephen A. Smith who screams into a camera until his veins pop out of his forehead and says, I'm not taking a word back, a thing back. He's nodding along with Shams like a bobblehead, agreeing with every single syllable and saying, if there's anything you need, let me know. It's tough to watch. Like, Stephen A. Smith, can you be a little bit more real? And this is exactly why I've created this channel, and why mainstream sports outlets like ESPN are dying. Authenticity. There's a lack of authenticity in a world where we want authenticity. Fans are not stupid. We see the flip-flopping, we see the manufactured drama, and the worst part is the dynamic between analysts and players. Now, you guys are gonna feel me on this. How many times have you watched an ESPN segment where a current or former player gets criticized and their immediate response, or even challenged on what they're saying, is to look at the analyst and say, well, you don't know basketball, you didn't play the game? And what do the analysts do? They tuck their tails between their legs and they bow down and they apologize for doing their jobs a lot of the times. And they've created this kind of like fraternity at ESPN where they all kiss each other's ass, and I'm just tired of it. Hey, newsflash, who cares if we didn't play. I don't have a 40-inch vertical, and I can't guard Jason Tatum. But guess what? I grew up playing sports. We love the exact same game. We support these players. We spend money on tickets. We spend our time watching film, and we are the entire reason this multi-billion-dollar machine exists. So I apologize for not winning the genetic lottery and being 6'8" and having incredible athleticism. It's not easy to be a basketball player. We get that. But you are lucky. You are lucky to play basketball. Lucky to play the basketball game, the child's game that we all love and played and couldn't be pros at, and to have gained generational wealth. Mind you, these players have been stars, special since they're little kids. So don't shame us for watching, analyzing, and critiquing it. And to the media guys who make millions on TV, stop bowing down to that argument. Own your role as a fan and analyst and say, no, I didn't play, but when a blown defensive rotation, I know a blown defensive rotation when I see one. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is a champion, and he deserves respect. He doesn't need anonymous sources tearing him down, and he certainly doesn't need fake groveling apologies from TV hosts who just want a viral clip. If you want real sports talk, no anonymous sources, and just authenticity, you are in the right place. This channel is exactly for that. I'll probably never go viral. I'll probably never even make money from this channel. But one thing I will be is authentic, and I'll keep talking basketball. Hopefully I can discuss with you, and we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. Some people didn't like what I said about LeBron James. That's fine. I respect your opinion. So that's my rant for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as I said in previous videos, I would love to have some guests come on the show, talk basketball. You know, that's the point of this channel. That's it. Nothing more and nothing less. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video.